The US Congresswoman controversial Ilhan Omar is currently on a 4-day visit to Pakistan. This comes in wake of diplomatic strain between India and the United States over the Russia-Ukraine war. Historically, United States has maintained close ties with Pakistan, but recently the relationship had deteriorated. However, with the Democrats in power, the rebalancing has just begun. To further understand this problem, let's go a little back in time. Top Indian American US advisor and a key architect of Washington's punitive economic sanctions against Moscow, Dalip Singh was in India between March 30 and 31 to discuss the consequences of Russia's unjustified war against Ukraine and the development of an Indo-Pacific economic framework. Singh's trip coincided with the visit of Russian Foreign Minister Sergei Lavrov and British Foreign Secretary Liz Truss. Of the three, only Lavrov got a meeting with the PM of India. The other two were trying to get India on board against Russia, but failed to do so. The approach of Truss was a bit more diplomatic, while US Deputy NSA Dalip Singh, on the other hand, issued threats of consequences. This was followed by a 2+2 dialogue between India's External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, US Secretary of State Anthony Blinken, US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin. During this visit, External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar, upon being asked about the CATSA, said it is a domestic law of America and Washington has to decide on it. This was a polite way to say that India does not care about what United States of America does with this domestic sanction act. As far as India is concerned, we will take the steps that are in our national interest. It's a known fact that India and Pakistan's relationship is in one of its worst states as of now. And the problem has always been Kashmir. India has maintained that Kashmir is an integral part of India while Pakistan does not vouch for it. It is also a very well known fact that India does not like a third party interference in these matters. So Ilhan, by travelling to Pakistan and then travelling to Pakistan occupied Kashmir, is an American way to tell India to either come on board against Russia or they would use the Kashmir card in favor of Pakistan. Choosing Ilhan for this signaling comes with plausible deniability. Ilhan is Muslim, congresswoman, her views are often controversial, frequent critic of Israel. Omar supports the boycott, divestment and sanctions movement and has denounced its settlement policy and military campaigns in the occupied Palestinian territories. Pakistan has always drawn parallel between Palestine and Kashmir. So Ilhan was the perfect person for this signaling. The larger question now is, how will India respond? Well, to begin with, India has already criticized Ilhan Omar on a visit to POK. The Ministry of External Affairs has already given out a statement by saying if such a politician wishes to practice her narrow-minded politics at home, that may be her business. But violating our territorial integrity in its pursuit makes this ours condemnable. The further steps are going to be very interesting. India will for sure not bow down to US pressure, as India has economic implications with Russia. Yes, the United States is a bigger trade partner, but India cannot completely ditch Russia. Majority of the Indian military hardware is of Russian origin. A lot of Indian nuclear power plants run on Russian technology, and oil and gas are another factors to add to this. The more US pressurizes India, the more they will push India towards Russia. However, the domestic politics of Democrats pushes them to appear strong on India. So Ilhan's visit has a message for India and a secondary message for China as well. China has become an all-weather ally of Pakistan. However, recently things have not been all rosy between the two nations. So Ms. Omar's visit is largely directed at a reboot of US-Pakistan relations. But looking at the China-Pakistan and India-Pakistan dynamics, this visit will have little bearing on the effect on both China and India. That's it for today's video. This was Tanmay Ghosh on behalf of Conflict X. Thanks a lot for tuning in. Do share the video, subscribe to our channel if you have not done already, hit the bell icon to stay updated with the latest uploads, and Jai Hind.